Oh, hello, welcome back to my channel and to another reaction video. This time I'll be checking out all the honest trailers for Twilight.
Based on the terrible books from one of the shittiest authors
It's the
of
old,
all time comes a
old
movie
voice guy.
adaptation for teenage girls who aren't smart enough for the Hunger Games. You'll be on the edge of your seat as voiceover describes everything.
I would miss my harebrained mother. I used to spend 2 weeks there almost every summer. My first day at a new school.
Kind of like a book, actually.
My dad's Charlie.
This catatonic teenager will fall for the world's gayest vampire. A film that teaches young girls that the only thing that matters is finding a man. 100-year-old man.
So how long have you been like this?
Since 1918.
But don't worry, it's not pedophilia, because he looks 17. Together, they will have the romance of a lifetime, expressed entirely in stares. And even more stares. A love challenged by the fact that he might accidentally f her to death. This special effect and her inability to pour ketchup. A film that conditioned a generation of girls to think that love is keeping tabs on each other every waking moment.
Did you follow me?
I feel protective of you.
And even non-waking moments.
Yeah, that's
I like
creepy.
watching you sleep.
Do you do that a lot?
Just the past couple of months.
I know this looks creepy, but it's really romantic in the movie, I promise. Starring Manila, Shovelface, and Troy Polamalu. Twilight, it's just a metaphor for abstinence. Seriously, look it up.
Get ready for an hour and a half of
Oh yeah, that was the first Twilight, and yeah, it's yeah, we definitely got the old honest trailer voice guy. Oh, when exactly did they change him? I know in the Avatar honest trailer they collected all the voice guys, which was pretty fun. But yeah, back to this. I have not seen the Twilight movies. I know a lot of people hate on them. I did check out the Twilight pitch meeting so some time ago, and now we're checking out honest trailers. But yeah, a lot of the issues that were in the pitch meeting were mentioned here. Edward being 100 years old, and nobody knows how to act like a normal human being, and yeah. Apparently there's a lot of stairs, and apparently that's also romantic. But yeah, this was the first Twilight. Let's check out the second one.
From the makers of the shittest movie of all time comes the equally shitty sequel, Twilight New Moon, the continuation of the epic romance between this 109-year-old Shovelface and this pathetic codependent teenager.
Maybe I shouldn't be dating such an old man. It's gross.
It really is gross. Witness their eternal love for each other.
You're my only reason to stay alive.
That lasts a mere 5 minutes before she's dumped for no reason.
I don't want you. You're just not good for me.
Prompting his desperately obsessed ex-girlfriend to mope around for months on end so they could do this fancy shot outside her window. Until Fishface finds a new man to latch onto. A very, very shirtless man with an incredibly obvious secret.
So you're a werewolf?
Yeah.
Who is only in the movie to create a forced love triangle for the franchise, even though they make it perfectly clear who Deadeyes will ultimately choose.
Don't make me choose, because it'll be him. It's always been him.
A role model so terrible and reckless She'll encourage all angsty teenagers to drive off on motorcycles with complete strangers, jump off cliffs, slap shirtless weird dudes,
Calm down now.
stand between vampires and large deadly werewolves, travel to foreign countries without telling their parents, and drown themselves to see hallucinations of their ex-boyfriends. I'm pretty sure this makes you a schizophrenic. Prepare yourself
Yeah,
for a
probably.
movie filled with placeholder dialogue that wasn't changed from the first draft.
How about Face Punch? Do you guys want to go see Face Punch?
Face punch. Yeah, I remember the trailers like
Yeah.
punch faces.
And werewolves that rip out of their clothes but always seem to get their shorts back. Seriously, do they keep stashes of jean shorts hidden around the forest? But when
it's probably
Shovelface is in
PG-13,
danger
so-
of flashing children, just smelled Poopface will ignore the months of unnecessary turmoil he's caused her and ride to save him on an airline that enforces the abstinence metaphor, leading to a rush climax that will leave you wondering, who are these random last-minute villains? Starring more fake contacts, more abs, more of the actress who can't seem to ever close her mouth. And even more stairs.
Okay, that's gonna be the thing.
Twilight, new
I know, I
moon.
was expecting.
Just watch True Blood instead. At least they get naked on that show.
Well, there you have it, folks. New Moon, and yeah, I was honestly expecting them to go with and more stairs, just like in the first one. But I'm expecting the same gimmick in the next the other two as well. And yeah, True Blood. I've heard that. I mean, that was quite a big deal back in the day when it first came out. I think they're remaking True Blood. I don't know why this soon, but I mean, it's modern Hollywood for you. But yeah, it's an HBO show and supposedly an R-rated. So you know what? That usually, I mean, HBO shows aren't shy on violence, nudity, or anything else. But yeah, New Moon. I remember from the pitch meeting that this is when they mentioned that it's pretty much a forced love triangle between Shovelface, the werewolf, and Fish Mouth. Apparently, they do love sitting on Kirsten Stewart's acting, but I don't know. I've seen her in a bunch of stuff, and she actually is rather good actress if she just have proper proper content. Same goes to Robert Pattinson. I know a lot of people. The Twilight left a huge mark on the actors back in the day, and it was a hard journey for some of them to break free. But yeah, Robert Pattinson is a good example of someone who shook that off, and he's done some fantastic movies in the last few years. And again, Kirsten Stewart is also a fine actress, but she just hasn't had all that luck with the projects to go from. And then we had the third guy. I don't remember his name, the actor's name. I mean, the werewolf guy, but his career kind of took a stumble, I believe. I remember seeing it was one of those videos that talks about actors who lost their fame after whatever was a huge hit, and to him it was Twilight, and after that kind of went to shit. I don't know what he's doing these days, but yeah. But anyway, that was Twilight 2, next Twilight 3.
From the blockbuster franchise that all intelligent people avoid comes the most forgettable Twilight movie yet, Twilight Eclipse. Witness the continuation of one of the most forced love triangles in film history, where this shirtless guy is clearly a third wheel.
We don't need you to handle anything.
Because she told him in previous movies and in this movie that she will always choose Shovelface.
You're marrying him?
But that won't stop her from leading him on.
I'm asking you to kiss me.
Just so they can continue to sell Team Jacob t-shirts and pad the running time with three-way stares. Prepare yourself for 2 hours of filler like laying in bed, walking around outside, villains standing around doing nothing, and pointless flashbacks for minor characters. A movie so gay, it has groups of shirtless boys, Shovelface, refusing sex, and the tent scene out of Brokeback Mountain.
I am hotter than you.
An actress so terrible,
Have you
she speaks with weird long pauses.
imprinted on someone?
We're gonna talk about this, but you.
I wouldn't be warm. You looked worried. My life is not miserable.
Edward is old school.
And 3 movies in, still has the same dumb expression. Is every director afraid to tell her to close her mouth? A final battle so unfulfilling. It's built up an entire movie, but is over in about a minute, and doesn't have any impact on the overall saga. A film so bland. Oh no, this again. Even we're running out of things to be honest about. Twilight Eclipse. It's lazy even by Twilight standards. Don't forget to watch this week's Screen Junkies episode.
Damn, no starring. That's a first. But yeah, I remember. I remember the pitch meeting meeting mentioned the flashbacks that the how did it go? I think she's the vampire who was abused by his husband and their friends. Then she came back and had revenge as a vampire. Honestly, that's pretty neat story. That would have been a better movie. But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, all intelligent people avoid. I've managed to avoid the movies, but I'm watching the pitch meetings and honest trailers, so I don't know. I guess I didn't avoid all that well. And yeah, same goes to this epic battle in the end of the movie. In the pitch meeting, it mentioned how they skip the battle and instead we follow these 3 go on camping trip. So yeah, quite lazy. But yes, there's still one to go.
Prepare for the final installment of the Twilight franchise that tweens and lonely moms have been waiting for, and that dads could not care less about. Twilight Breaking Dawn Parts 1 and 2. The tedious book that was turned into 2 bloated movies just to squeeze more money from gullible women. Featuring the wedding that attempts to justify the franchise's creepy pedophilia. Because remember, he's like 100 years old and she's still a teenager. And the honeymoon where Mouth Breather and Shovelface finally have sex. Only to immediately get pregnant.
I'm late.
Prompting the pro-life message that abortion is never okay.
The fetus isn't good for Bella. Say the word, Alice.
baby.
Even when a monster vampire baby tries to eat itself out of its mother's womb. And creating an awful new baby name for an entire generation of teen moms.
Renesmee.
Renesmee.
Okay.
Too weird?
Witness Teen Wolf finally getting over dead eyes by instead falling in love with her creepy CGI baby.
So should I start calling you Dad?
No.
Gross. But when Mouth Breather nearly dies during childbirth, Shovelface must transform her from a human who can't act
Why can't you see how perfectly happy I am?
to a vampire who can't act.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
Honestly, even the movie had to teach her how to act human.
Blink at least 3 times a minute.
Brace yourself for 2 movies so unnecessarily long that they include 5 Volvo commercials, 2 montages of the previous Twilight movies, 4 games of chess, and the most stairs ever. Like seriously, ever. We counted. Suffer through 4 hours of painfully stupid characters, like this pack of dogs who bark English.
What they've bred won't be able to control this thirst.
The Cullens, who spend every movie standing around watching people. A grandfather who doesn't notice that his own granddaughter has aged 8 years over the course of a few months.
You've grown half a foot.
And Kristen Stewart and her inability to use toothpaste. Filmmaking so lazy that vampires no longer sparkle even in direct sunlight. Sex ed is done through Yahoo searches. And the ultimate climax of all 5 movies
Yeah.
was all a dream.
That's your future.
Yep.
What a ripoff. Starring Shovelface, Skeletor, Taylor Swift, Ron Burgundy, North Dakota, and Snow Dogs. Twilight Breaking Dawn. So he's gonna have to live with Kristen Stewart forever? I'd rather have my head ripped off. Hey, why not do us a solid and
Well, there you have it. That was all the Twilight honest trailers, and yeah, when they love to make fun of. And yeah, I remember from the pitch meeting, it was hilarious how Ryan explained the end fight. That okay, it's pretty damn epic. Does this movie get good all of a sudden, only for it to be a dream? But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, again, Breaking Dawn was breaking the 2 parts to squeeze more money out of it, and for no reason. I mean, a lot of movies, a lot of franchises did this back in the day. And yeah, the creepiest thing in the entire franchises was when the wolf boy imprints on the creepy CGI baby. That's just, the CGI is horrendous enough, but yeah, more pedophilia. But yeah, what do you guys think? Write your thoughts down below. It's my reaction, drop a comment, like, subscribe if you want, and I will see you in another video.